Off with Big E, Noah, Parker, Wendell, and Pierce. All right, it's time for some hockey. A late night for the boys. 9:08 is your start time. I have to figure whether it's Parker or Brownlee in net. Last game, the first game was really close between these guys. We eventually pulled away in the third, but more of them were empty nets. I think it was 5-2, but it was not a 5-2 game. And then our second game, we really did dominate. We didn't score a ton of goals. I think we got 4, maybe 5, but we really took it to them. So see what we can do here. Goes hard off those boards, and that'll be right on the net, so no icing. See who's in net there. Ace is taken in behind. Pierce causing a little bit of trouble there. In comes Riley, who goes back to Jack. Some quick changes from the boys here. Try and get that in. Still trying to figure out if it's Brownlee or Barker in net. Hugo is taking on Purdy. Jack comes around the other side. Jack chips that up, couldn't quite catch it. It's a pretty small ice surface, so I don't know if that will help us as the way we've been flying. And Nate sees that shot go wide. So far, there's a penalty, and not on us. Oh, Carter Lacroix rips a shot there. Good job. And it looks like Perry will be off to the box, so see him a 2-minute penalty, 13 minutes and 40 seconds, so an early opportunity for Seaway to bury a goal. Hopefully they've worked off their travel legs. I think a lot of us arrived a little earlier than we probably planned, but better to be early and not be stuck behind snowplows. All right, so face off, we win. Easton Ali over to Jack. Jack, what a pass from Jack. Oh, still got it though. H gets in there. Jack, tries to get it through. It's in the corner. H is flying. They're going to try and get out the other side, and that was a good play from them as we kind of vacated that side. Hugo comes around, chips that up, and the aces. Stays on side. Of course, we're used to the American icing now where you can't ice it. All right, so we got Mason out there with Bentley, and we can't quite connect here, so we actually iced the puck. So first minute, I don't want to say it's been a disaster. That's a huge stretch, but definitely really hasn't connected yet, so hopefully this second minute, we struggled a little. Had some zone time, but only shot so far was before we got the penalty. So we got Parker, Wendell, Mason, Bentley. And Parker will come in and clean that up. Does a little dump off to Mason. Mason up to Pierce, who goes to Bentley. Up to Wendell. Wendell dumps that in. Nice dump in. And the goalie will slow that down for the face-off. So still trying to figure out whether it's Barker or Brownlee. Just got to get him to turn around. I can't tell you it's 29. It's Barker. All right, so Barker is in net. Last time we had Brownlee. Both goalies are very tall and very similar stature. All right, back to the point. Bentley gets a shot off, a little bit wide, right beside the net. Our boys work hard there. They got 34 seconds to work with. Nice passing. Down low. And Riley comes in, swoops that up. Nice play on Riley. Oh, he did a great job of keeping that in, but then got a little unlucky and hit the skate. And they're going to clear that all the way down. So Noah's got to circle back around. Chips that up to Mason. In behind the net it goes. Noah gets in there. And Noah's going to have to hustle back in. He's going to have some pressure on him there. Nicely done over to Big E. Boys are moving it well again here as H is steaming up with that with Little E. Little E gets a good shot off. Big rebound. Noah's got that. He'll chip it in. And Benton's able to keep it in. Noah will get that. Goes D to D. And he'll get off on the change. And Benton down low, putting the pressure on. Out come the Aces. They break out, they dump that in. Where Hugo will get there. He gets that over to Big E. Big E to Benton. Benton's going to cross that line and dump it in. Or just keep on going and run over his boy. Couldn't take two of them down, but he got one down. And back comes Pierce. No icing. Pierce has got some speed. He's still got it. Breaks that up. Gets stood up at the line, but not taken down. Parker's right in there. Great pressure on Parker. As the Aces try and skate this out. Jack is in there, though. And now Parker's in there. Parker keeps it in the skate. And all the way back, Wendell's coming in with Pierce on the other side. And Parker still allows him not to get it out. Wendell with a nice shot. Didn't miss by much on that one. Goalie got, oh, what an effort here from Wendell. 2 shots in a row there. Again, that didn't miss much. Parker's done a great job of keeping this puck in. And again, Parker will get there. And the boys are able to keep it in. What pressure from this line. And we'll retreat now, but Aces needed to ice that puck, as they could not get it out. Wendell had a couple really good shots in there. Parker did a great job of keeping it in to allow us to get a few more. So 9 minutes and 27 seconds left in your first period. Riley on the draw, back to Bentley. Bentley rips it. Didn't quite get the corner he wanted. Good job on Mason keeping that in, though. Bryson's coming in. And Riley is there. We got a sea of blue down below. And in behind, Bryson's going to get there. In front to Riley. Good shot from Riley. Oh, what passing from the boys. Great patience shown there as I think it was Carter or Bryson that Carter did that extra pass to Riley, who was wide open. So great patience there, and I think what I love about those goals is I think everybody on that ice touched the puck, which is nice to see. So good start. The boys have been humming here, and as you would have expected, they're still coming at full steam ahead. They're still at silver stick pace here, so we've definitely played a lot of hockey. Sorry, I did zoom in a bit, so we'll try and make sure I get down low and not make anybody seasick. All right, so face off in front of Barker with Easton Ali, H, Benton, Noah, and Big E. Nice job, Big E. He keeps it in. And Easton's flying in. They're going to try and break this out. They're able to dump that in. Noah will have to hustle back. He goes into the corner. He has battle with Dugan. And we got H in there. That's going to come. Oh, boy. That came out a little bit weird. I would not have expected that one to land where it landed. But somehow ended up right in front of Nate. So Nate had to be quick on that one. There's H with the draw. And again, good job. And as I say, the Aces coach is animated. He's telling them they got to get through the wall of blue here. Good luck. All right, H on the draw. He's able to push it up, but not out. Riopel, one of their really good defensemen, is able to keep it in. And great job with Nate pushing that to the corner. Riopel comes down low. Noah stays right with him, though. And now Big E gets in there. He's able to get that up to Benton. Benton battles. And no, maybe be able to get this out. As Riopel went for no instead of the puck, which allowed us to clear it out. And Benton to the outside. I'm sure his leg still doesn't feel 100%, but good to see him out here either way. As the Aces are breaking out here. They dump that into the corner where Hugo will pick that up. Hugo's got 2 nice souvenirs on his legs from Silver Stick. He got a really nasty slash in the back of the legs. Al was telling me how you can still see the marks, but it was cool. He was telling me the referee actually came and apologized to Hugo after the game, so I thought that was kind of cool. You know, it takes a lot to knock Hugo down. In fact, I have not yet to see Hugo stay down ever, so you know it's pretty bad. So 7 minutes and 12 seconds left in your first period. 1-0 lead for your Seaway Valley Rapids. A beautiful goal scored by Riley, but you know, give the full line that was out there, D and offense, for making that goal happen as everybody touched the puck. Wendell, nice job getting in there. And the Aces break out. Pierce holds up his guy. A nice move from Hugo, seeing Perry coming and just dodging the hit. Here comes Pierce. Oh! It was almost like Pierce had some special spin on that one. Yeah, almost like it was rising as he shot it. So Parker would obviously like to have that one back, but there might have been a little extra sauce on that shot. So now we got 2 lines that each have a goal, so you always love to see that. The Parker, Pierce, Wendell line now with a goal, and the Riley, Bryson, and Carter line have scored as well. So 2-0 lead, 6 minutes and 43 seconds. And as we know, I mean, I don't want to say I feel bad for the Aces, but they are really hitting us at a hot time as we are in full stride. Nice move from Mason there. But no lead is safe as Carter comes out. And Carter, rebound. Riley's in there. He's still in there. Little backhander. Bryson to the corner. And Bentley will take that puck. He goes over to Mason. Mason goes back to Bentley. Bentley over to Carter with Riley and Bryson coming in. Bryson with a nice move. And Barker with a good glove save. 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Your Seaway Valley Rapids are rumbling along here. Only fitting since we're in whitewater region here. And our boys know how to navigate the rapids, so this is their territory. All right. Big E behind the net there. He's being a super pest. And H is able to stop it as they've done a really good job, similar to what we did against the Sarnia Sting, is we have become so good at not allowing the other side. Noah with a good hard shot. Got through. Big E pushes that back down to Little E. And in comes Benton. And Noah will just push that out. And nice passing again from the boys. Benton's going to come, dump it in. And in is H, just flying, number 11. Oh. And they almost passed it right to Pierce. He would have been pretty excited to get that shot off after scoring that other goal. So it goes back to Big E. Big E will slam it on. And back to the point. Shot's well wide though. Nate hasn't really had a lot of action, but he's done a good job of slowing down the play and making the saves that he's needed to. Nothing up too hard for him yet though, for his standards anyway. Nate's coming off of 2 games only allowing 1 goal, so he's hot as well. since the turning after missing so many games. It's great to see him come back in full stride and not miss a beat. And Jack's in there battling. He's a force to be reckoned with. And we're just going to push that out as Wendell will fly in and the boys will retreat. Ooh, I don't know what that hit, but did not carry on the path that it was supposed to. Jack gets in there. He battles with Perry. They had a big battle in Cornwall. He kind of got, Jack was ready for it, but he got Jack pinned against the boards. Got a penalty for it, of course. All right, Carter to Jack, and Jack feeds that up. It goes all the way in, and we're putting the pressure on. You don't want to see Bryson and Riley on either side of you, and that's what that deep saw. Nice play on Jack. Again, good aggressive play from the boys. In the oddly enough, in the last game, it was Turcotte on Turcotte that got the one goal, as Nate, I now recall, played that last game in Cornwall, and he played really well. Only, I believe, allowing one goal, which was a breakaway. Out comes, they dump that in where Mason will come in behind. He gets taken down. He's all right, though. Big E with Bentley coming in. And now Mason coming in. And H is coming. And Big E will get this out. Not by much, but it's out. And Mason will have to come back again. Penalty upcoming. So let's see what we can do. We're going to get another power play. We dump it in, which will mean that's going to end our power play. Or not end it, sorry, end the extra attacker on there. So it is somebody on the bench that needs to go into the box. We got a head contact penalty. So 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Your Seaway Valley Rapids in Whitewater region leading 2-0 here in Cobden tonight. Boys have come out hot. They're not allowing much at all. All right. And Mason hustles back. And let's see if we can get going here a little bit. The power play is, the first one struggled. So we just got to find a way to get set up, and we're not quite getting there. And again, we're definitely struggling. This boys got to slow it down and get it into that zone. All right, Mason's in. Whoa! Almost got it, but again, we're not going to be able to keep that in, so. Probably see a change soon as half the penalty is over. And we got Big E. He'll come back, and icing obviously will not be, as we are not mistakes. Noah up to Riley. Come on, boys. All right, here we go. A little bit high on Carter, but he's got that good shot. Noah's able to get in there. He's able to keep it in and keep battling. Good job on Noah. And Riley goes down to Bryson. Over to Big E. Big E fires that. Riley gets in there. Bryson's coming in. Back to Carter. And Carter rifles that shot. So good zone time and good shots in there. 27.6 seconds left in the period. 17 seconds left in your power play. 2-0 lead for your Seaway Valley Rapids. Definitely want to make this trip worthwhile for everybody. A lot of driving. All right, over to Big E. Big E can wire it. Oh! Oh, what a save on Barker. I thought that was in for sure. Wow. I don't know how that one didn't go in, but Barker was able to slide across and stop that one. So thought that was our third goal for sure. So 13.3 seconds left. Power play last minute definitely looked a whole lot better. Jack, great job keeping it in. Oh, nice tip there. And we will do this all over again. 8.6 seconds. This would be definitely a dagger on the Aces. I believe in the first game we played them, we might have actually gone up to nothing, I feel like. And then they came back, so we know no lead is safe, and certainly the way the boys are playing, I feel like we're going to get some goals here. And Benton throws, I might have got his hit in there because I wasn't watching the puck anymore, but